Let's see if we can get X-Plane up here in just a second. Always takes a few seconds. Oh, we got the overlay. There we go. Welcome to the stream, everyone. This is the first stream where I'm streaming to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So, coming from XX Fuzzy Slug XX and Fuzzy Slug on YouTube at the same time. Same person, of course. That would be me. We're gonna be doing a VATSIM flight tonight, just like we did last night on Twitch. It seems to be raining a little bit. I don't see anything on my windshield though. That is strange. It's a bit quiet. I think that's because the volume's still turned down from last night, which is actually pretty good. Let's raise the webcam just a tad here so we can get set for departure. We got our own stream chat going on, so that's kind of useless. You pull up, Restreams chat so I can see YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So, let's get stuff rolling. First off, we're going to connect to the VATSIM network, as always. and connect. We are going to be rolling as Delta 52. Whoop, no, that was last night. 5876 today. Let me check VATSIM real quick. But yep, there is nobody here for our departure, but we will have someone here for our arrival in North Carolina. Departing from LaGuardia in New York today. Boston Center's online. Sadly, they are right outside of our airspace. So, we're going to be going from LaGuardia. Make sure microphone's down. Yeah. Destination is GSO. Alternate's going to be CLT. Cruising altitude. Yeah, cruising altitude today is going to be flight level 380. And our route. Let's see, so we still have it pasted. Okay, good. That wouldn't have been good if I pasted my stream key in there. Oh, that would have been horrendous. I almost just did that too. Alright, yeah, that is not my flight plan, though, because I'm missing, yeah, I was missing the 3 there. GSO. It's an hour and 20 minutes, yeah? Let's send that in. So, let's get stuff up and rolling now that we have our flight plan put in. We can move this aside for now. Ground power unit. There we go. Oh, yeah, buttons. Push this button. There we go. Okay. Battery on. Ground power. Let's get stuff up and rolling. There's that noise we always like to hear. Not. I'm trying to make the preview bigger on my other monitor. Alright, I'll have to do. So, what? Whoa. What did I just do? What? Okay. Don't know what that is. Is that for the sun, I'm guessing? Alright, start our APU up here. So this is going to be going on the DVR on my YouTube channel and on Twitch, so the screw-ups are just going to be all the more noticeable. I gotta love it. Don't forget about navigation. That thing takes forever to turn on. Yeah, I didn't turn on my fuel pumps, did I? That didn't screw stuff up, did it? Hopefully not. We had that one screw up with the APU that one time, and I have no idea what caused that. I thought it was the fuel pumps, but apparently it worked. So APU bleed on. Now we get stuff programmed for the flight. So fuel. Call the fuel truck. Call the gate. And call the cargo. Fuel today, that's about good. Passengers today, we have 129. That's pretty good. We're almost full. Come on, you're almost there. Ah. It's so close. Oh my gosh, Delta is making me have 129. Just do it. Oh, did it do it? Good, I was about to zoom in there. Cargo today. Well, we're going to have a lot of cargo because we have a lot of passengers, so... You can see the aircraft move outside when we load that stuff. You can see the weight difference. We're really flying heavy today, aren't we? Let me check this. Up 71,000. Oh my gosh. We're not going to have any trim for our takeoff. Really good. One less thing I have to forget. Or, yeah. Alright, we have the APU, so we can turn that off. Keep that open. So up 0. Gotta love it. Alright, let me get my takeoff performance sheet here. Nope, that is not the airport. I'm gonna have to refresh the page, put in the wrong airport. KLGA, not KKLG. Get the metadata. Oh, I need to do that on VATSPI as well. Let me grab LGA, KGSO. There we go. Altimeter 2967 for our departure today. Let's see. Packs are always on. I don't know why defaults to off. Anti-ice is off. Runway is wet. I'm gonna go with wet because it was just pouring. Wait. Wow, tanking with the FPS today, eh? 71,017. Runway 13. Let's calculate. Ooh. Does that say 71,000? What's our max takeoff weight? 78 tons. What are you telling me? I'm not too heavy. Alright, fine. We'll throw some of our passengers' stuff off the aircraft. How about that, huh? Let's call back the baggers. The baggage loaders. Throw away some of their stuff, eh? There. Much better. There, now it's happy. Wait, did we change our, Oh great, now we're up 0.4, thanks, in trim position. Alright, let's program this. Cost index today is 77. Whoa, jeez. Oh, scared the crap out of me. Salty Chillax, thanks for the follow. I just changed that today. Oh my god, that is loud. Oh my god, it scared me so much. Oh. Yeah. I'm gonna go back in the stream when this is all over tonight, and I'm gonna watch me jump. Oh man, that threw me off guard too. Oh god. What was I doing again? I was programming my MCDU. I just did wait. Okay, I did do this. Thanks for that. It woke me up. Oh, whew. I need one of those on landing, so I'm not falling asleep when I'm landing. Let's see here. V1's 129, 145, and 147. Oh, you clipped it. Thanks. Thanks. Christ. I'm a pilot. I can't be distracted like this. My flex is toga? That's a thing? Can I put that in? Format error. I don't know what I'm supposed to put in here. Should I put dry runway? Maybe that'll fix it? No. Okay, so for some reason my takeoff programmer thing here is giving my flex degree as toga, which is takeoff or go around, instead of a number. I don't know what that means, because I can't put that in. Watch, I go 1 over, actually, no, I can do that. I can do flaps. I just can't do the flex 2 position. Like, I don't know what that... yeah, I did that wrong. There, that works. I just can't do the flex 2. There, GPS is online. I'll ignore that. Alright, departure, we're coming for 13. We're taking the, yeah, whatever that is. Sometimes I try and... There, I thought it wasn't here for a second. Sometimes I try and pronounce these, but I can't pronounce that. Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna try. Gludim and... Is there no discontinuity? Come on. Give me a discontinuity in the flight plan, please. We're going in ILS 23 left. Using the Hen B3 arrival. Okay, maybe Hen B2. Alright. That should be LYH, not that, so none. Hey, CJ! I've been streaming for a while, man. Yeah, I have. It's just, this is the first stream that I've actually, you know, streamed on both Twitch and YouTube at the same exact time. It's nice to see you, CJ. I haven't seen you in a long time. And yes, I'm using the A320. Try not to cringe too hard at the screw-ups I do tonight. But, let's see. We have some discontinuities we'll get rid of. But, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go from... We're going to put that in there. Not allowed. Well, there's a lot been going on recently. Here the... Why can I not... Huh. Okay, we have some issues here. I hear the community's been pretty dead. The... Jeff's community for GTA. What's that called again? San Andreas Emergency Services? You're at Denny's right now? Oh, man. Hope the food's good. Why can't I remove that? I'm gonna have a permanent discontinuity in my flight plan. That cannot happen. Yeah. I may have just screwed myself. Uh-oh. How do I have a permanent discontinuity in my flight plan? Alright, I'll clear it. There. Can I add a LIH now? Hey! Oh! What did it just do? It just got no, it didn't. Then I put my top of climb in. Can I remove it now? CJ, you just thanks, man. Thanks. You really helped me out there. Yep. You just fixed my flight plan for me. Wow. Look at that. You see, if you weren't here, I'd be spending the next 20 minutes clearing out my entire flight plan. gotta thank you, man. Man, you're at Denny's and you're helping me. I also was watching your tutorial earlier on what was that program called? I have it on my let's see, Fly Central. Yeah. I was watching your tutorial. I didn't even realize. I'm like, wait, that voice sounds familiar. Then I looked and it was your video. I'm like, yeah. I ended up not using that program because it was a bit. It wasn't a bit confusing. It was just a bit unnecessary. Yeah. So I went with what is this called? Benny overlay, I think is what it's called. Oh, it was? That was a pretty good first video. It said you streamed it too. I was like, what? It said streamed like a year ago or something like that. Alright, let me check my flight plan. Taking me this way, curving down. Yep, that's a good approach. Alright, I'm fine. Yeah, I know Project Fly has it. Project Fly is just a lot more stuff that I don't need to worry about. Yeah, it's a good idea. It's just if you screw up on live stream, you know, it's kind of hard to come back from that unless you want to delete the video, like stop the live stream, delete the DVR recording, and do it all over again. Or if you're just fine with looking like you don't know what you're doing on live stream, there's always that risk. Just like this risk that you helped me finish and go through. Let's check what our altimeter was again. 2967. There we go. Yeah, it is all part of streaming. I'm learning as I go. This isn't my first stream. Definitely not an experienced streamer, but I've learned some things that are helpful. Whoop. There we go. Let's check to make sure our XP Realistic Pro is working. Yeah, no, it wasn't. Oh man, I wondered why I didn't hear my reversers last night. That's why I didn't know if they engaged or not. Oh. Yeah, it's good. Alright. There we go, that sounds good. One of these, I don't know if it was airport atmosphere. One of these I have to disable because it sounds absolutely stupid in air. I think it's airframe wind. I'm going to disable that now because it's the most annoying thing. It sounds like you're being pelted with hail constantly when you're in the air. Alright, let's see here. Blue. I think we're ready. One, 2, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 2.8. There we go. Alright, alright. So I think we are good to push and start. I think I got everything programmed. Never set my wind. Stupid Flex 2. Didn't get that. Alright. Yeah, always look at that. That's so helpful in the Airbus. Because it doesn't, like, there's no thing reminding you to do stuff in the Boeing. Okay, I think we're ready to push and start. Actually, I never pre-planned my pushback in the first place. We're going for runway 13, and that is all the way back here. So we're gonna push to our left. Do I push on the Alpha? Am I pushing back onto Alpha? Where's that Alpha? Oh.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged.
Yeah, let's do
Call
it
me
now.
through the menu when you are ready.
It's gonna take a while.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Thank you. We'll see how this goes. It says I have 3 viewers on YouTube, which is surprising because I never get any on Twitch. So, hey, multi-streaming might be a good thing. Now I got my Fuzzy Slug viewers from YouTube, and I got my Double X Fuzzy Slug viewers from Twitch. Go ahead and criticize my terrible flight skills in chat, because I am definitely no professional. Go ahead and turn on our taxi lights.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Nav lights, strobe lights. Making sure everything's set and looks good. Yeah. Come on. Let's take a look at our passenger views. We got a lot of ground. You know, the thing is, these guys don't know when I'm actually pushing back. So I'm going to be pushing back into these vehicles. Well, that looks nice. I like that view. See, last night you couldn't see anything because it was pitch black outside, and it's going to be like that on the arrival as well.
Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Why don't you make me? No,
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Thanks. Alright, let's watch this engine start, shall we? Let's make sure everything starts up fine, though. I think so. Let's try that again, huh? That's better. Yeah. Yeah, we're going through a vehicle. See that? Gosh, I don't know why there's so much airport traffic. Oh, the stream is getting very laggy. Wow, this stream is extremely laggy. It's not a good thing. I'm gonna have to mess with that later. Alright. Where's my dome light? So the airport lighting's been happening. I've been pretty good so far. So I can tell when the stream is lagging, first of all, because my hand will lag when I do that. And second off, if you look at my overlay, and this might be causing a lot of the lag, I don't know. If you look at the overlay on my webcam, there's like little
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
little sparkles.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
And when those get laggy, then you know. I also have a notification. Skipped frames 27% a few seconds ago. Yeah, thank you. That pops up every now and then. Come on. Should I take Alpha all the way? I'm gonna cut over at Lima and take Bravo to Papa.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
Thanks. Alright. Alright, we're ready to taxi. We can shut down the APU now. See the flaps extend, that's pretty cool. Alright, let's get moving here. Here's the thing, when I know it's laggy on my end, I can just imagine what it is for stream, because I know that the stream lags sometimes when it doesn't lag for me, and I really don't know when the difference is. So if it's lagging for me just a little bit, it's probably real bad on the stream. Oh, that's great. I can tell that XP Realistic Pro is working now. The last time it was working was on the 737 because I never thought that I had to enable on the A320. Did that tonight. Yeah, I can tell it's working now. Little head shakes that does when taxiing. Especially on landing. Now we're really going to notice that. I remember on the 737, if you did a hard landing, like your pilot would actually like move forward like into the yoke. I want to see that on the A320. That's going to be pretty funny. So you guys can't see Airport VS because my webcam's covering it up, but we're going to take taxiway Bravo and it's going to turn into taxiway Papa, and we're going to take that all the way down to runway 13, and I just got a Snapchat notification. Boys doing streaks. is an alright taxiing speed. We're gonna have to pull one of our tricks like we did last night and make sure before we start rolling off the end of the runway that we actually set our proper takeoff speed. We're gonna have to stop at runway 04, check for traffic, which there shouldn't be any unless people just don't use Unicom anymore. I know I don't, but I know you're supposed to. It's a bit smoother with XP Realistic. Never mind. I thought the braking would be smoother. All right, let's look. No traffic there. No traffic there. All right, we're good. Should be able just to release it doing that. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Stop here at Papa and check the runway for oncoming traffic. Clear. And clear. Alright, so final checklist. Well, internal checklist before takeoff. Takeoff lights coming on. Make sure everything's set. And let's make sure we're checking everything here. Signs are on, cabin's ready, spoilers are armed, flats are set to takeoff. Auto brake is max, which it is. Landing lights are on. Now we just need to... There. Okay. We're ready to rock and roll. Let's disable this and get ourselves on that runway. 40 minutes into this stream and we're getting ready to... I never turned on smart cars. I'm gonna get docked so heavily for not starting smart cars at the gate. It's gonna be docked as like a 2-second startup. Usually it gives me more points if the longer I go over 20 minutes. If I take 20 minutes to start up everything or more, it gives me more points. It's gonna take 2 seconds. It's either gonna, I think it's a subtract points for that. Alright, I gotta put in my flight plan real quick in here. I always forget this step. It's the only reason I always have to fly Delta. Yeah. Within 2 seconds of everything starting up, Engine 1's on, engine 2's on. 2 seconds later, flaps set to position 2. Let me guess, it's gonna tell me I'm taxiing and then taking off within 5 seconds of each other. Alright, now let's get on the runway. So with all the stuff I have to start up before we get the stream going, especially tonight that we had to get, what was that called? Restream up so we could stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. It's just a whole lot of stuff. That's also the reason the stream suffers so much, is all the programs I have running in the background just to make sure this is a good and professional flight. But hey, who's talking? This ain't gonna be professional. I'm flying. I can try. Alright. Stay center line. And now we engage our speed properly. There we go. I'm good. Okay, I'm getting a lot of warnings. What? You know what? Fine, I'll do toga myself. Jeez Christ. I had to set the toga speed myself. That apparently didn't work for some reason this time. Stay center line. V1, rotate. Oh, now I know why. I never set my trim. You're up. Autopilot coming online. Yeah, see, I had to manually set the toga all the way at the top when I should have been able to set it back there. There. Now we're in our climb. 147? There we go. That's much better. Landing lights are on. Yeah, they're supposed to. We're at 1,900 feet. Alright, so we're in our climb. Why are we not turning? Autopilot? Whoa. Here, look, there we go. What is it doing? What? Huh? I don't know if it's noticed this, but, it's supposed to be going this way. Shut up. What is it doing? Let me go on the flight mode. We're here. Huh? Okay, alright. Here's what we're going to be doing here. We're going to clear. Not allowed. Great. Okay. Clear. 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 Insert. Okay. We need to make it there now. Can we do that? Can we set our dude, our flight director, so we just go straight there? I don't know what the heck it's doing. Not allowed. There we go. Okay. Just had to remove the airport we departed from in my flight plan. Uh-oh. There. No, it's back. Maybe. We might have an issue on our hands. Okay. Okay. We're gonna be doing the navigation part ourselves, it looks like. Oh my gosh. No, 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 no. Oh, I'm not having a good day. Yes. That's the next thing you need to hit, buddy, okay? Can you still fly this? Oh, that's not good. This is gonna be a lot of work. We're doing this ourselves. That frame skipping as well. Oh, it's turning. Is it taking over on the flight plan? Oh my gosh, it is. We're back on track. Yes. Oh, thank the Lord. Oh. That was a headache. That's so much better now. Let's take a look at VATSIM. Let's get the situation we got ourselves in here, yeah? That's fantastic. Estimated time till arrival is an hour and 30 minutes. Oh, jeez. Well, we're back on track now. And for our landing is just going to be barely inside the airspace of Atlanta Center. 132.97. I doubt he'll be online for our landing because he's already been online for an hour and 30 minutes, but hey. So what was that? 132.97. Go. Problem solving. If your flight plan doesn't want to, if your aircraft doesn't want to follow the flight plan, make it. I should have taken the hint when it, I don't know if it told me to reject the takeoff or what. It was telling me to do something with the takeoff in pink over here when it wouldn't go to toga power by itself like it usually does. But I'm feeling that's either because I didn't set the trim or I didn't set the flex for the flaps. That shouldn't, I don't think either of those issues would have caused that though. So I don't know. We've been streaming for 51 minutes already, so didn't waste any time with that though. Thankfully, we still stuck to the flight plan ourselves, and now the aircraft took back over, thankfully, but now to do nothing. Climbing. We can turn off our lights. Make it a nice peaceful ride. Make sure the approach stayed the same. Oh my gosh, we're at how high up? 23,000 feet. We still have our landing lights on. For shame. We never turn on our runway turn on lights. Huh. That's interesting. Let's check the this. Yeah, don't worry, I didn't activate my reversers in the middle of the sky, but I suppose that's not as bad as I thought it was. Actually, no, it is much worse for 737. I still don't like it. I can't hear any of this. Yeah, it's nice. squeaky rattle. That's reversers. Alright. We're doing pretty good. What the heck? I just noticed our speed. Why did that never take over? That should be 319. Oh my gosh. What? No wonder it's gonna take so long to get there. Oh my gosh. It's gonna take forever to get up to that speed now. Jeez. This is why I usually have a co-pilot. Reminds you of these stupid things. What's my estimated time now? 1 hour and 12 minutes. 1 hour and 11 minutes. Well, it went down just like that. Oh my. I trusted my aircraft yesterday on landing. I think I trusted too much because what the heck was that on takeoff? Try to take me left when it was supposed to go into a right-hand turn. I just hope I can trust it on its approach and landing. Let's take a look. Too steep path. Oh. That's going to be an issue. It wants me to intercept the glides. Oh, no, that's fine. So what it wants me to do is between here and here, it wants me to intercept the glide slope. If not, it's going to take me here, but that's too steep of a path or something. I don't know. Don't worry, we're going to intercept the glide slope long before that, buddy. We're not going to have that issue. Hopefully. So now we're finally creeping up to our actual cruising speed. Let's check on our arrival time. 57 minutes. See, that thing's going down like a missile now. check out VATSIM. Oh, Atlanta Center got offline. Well, it looks like it's our approach. If they were here, they could go as vectors, but apparently that's not happening. Once we get about halfway, let's say what, half hour left, maybe a little sooner, we're going to set our approach, which will be our altimeter, the winds, all that jazz that are needed. Check out our views, yeah? Whoops. The amount of times I almost turn off my computer, it's just marvelous. I like the views. I thought I had my strobe lights on. What's going on here? Well, it's on auto. There, turn on. You're supposed to be on. Jeez. Should be able to see you on the wing, yeah? Maybe not. Let's go back to auto. No, I don't. Actually, yeah, for the longest time, I thought I needed a mod as well. I thought I needed to use X camera. I don't like X camera. I think it kind of sucks to be in general, because I have this little thing on my flight stick that I can use to look around like this, and it's really nice and smooth. X camera disables that, and it's like it's like you're cracking your neck everywhere. I hate it. So I use normal X-plane. X-plane by default, if you hold control and use the numpad like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with numlock on, make sure. Yeah, with numlock on, what it'll do is it'll memorize the view anywhere in your virtual cockpit. Make sure you're in your view internal default view forward to 3D panel. Then you use control and push any of those buttons. And then when you go on the numpad and push those buttons, you'll go to those views. Now for me, I held down control and pushed 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then set my views for those cockpits on my little flight panel over here, so I can just push the button and it'll go to those views. So yeah, it's all built in the X-plane by default, but you can, if you want to, use an add-on called X Camera, which apparently is really good, even though I don't like it. I can see the engine exhaust back there. And those chemtrails. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for checking in on the stream tonight. Let's see here. ETA is 49 minutes on my smart cars, but I have no idea what you guys can see over there on stream because the preview is very small for me. All I know is they're in... No, I don't fly in real life. Pilot's license are kind of expensive, yeah. So I've sort of have a bit of fear of heights, but I'm sure that if I had the money to get my own pilot's license, yeah, I'd do it. As long as I'm the pilot, I think I'm fine. Gonna need a couple barf bags my first couple of times, but yeah, if I had the money, I definitely would. But unfortunately, no, I don't. I just know how to fly the 737-800 on an ILS IFR plan with an ILS landing. Same with the A320 IFR plan, ILS landing. Ooh. I live in Northwest Ohio. Up with the, it's got a lot of schools up here. Let's go give it a general area. I don't want to get too specific though. But yeah, Northwest Ohio. It's pretty nice. Okay, X-Plane, please do not crash. Thank you. Okay. Got a bit laggy there. Kind of froze. It's good. It's good now. Nope, not in college. Gonna be a senior in high school next school year. So just finished as a junior. Will be going to college though. University of Toledo. Gonna be majoring in networking. Sadly, UT only offers a 2-year in networking. Oh, there are the clouds. It's been a while. Yeah, it looks nice. Arizona State. It's pretty far from where I am. How is that? Yeah, you're right. I should. Oh, so you are a pilot then? Are you? So you fly like just small, like Cessna-like aircraft? Do you rent them out or like? Oh, private pilot's license in under a year. That's pretty good. Cessna 170. There you go. Classic Cessna 172. If I were to get my private pilot's license, that'd be pretty fun. Your instrument rating, yeah. Ever think about actually maybe going into the field of airline pilot, working for some companies? You did. Or did you think about it? Like, hold on a second. Yeah, you always have to start at the bottom, though. I don't think you can go straight from nothing to Delta. I think you have to start like JetBlue or Ryanair or... Ugh. Those little small but highly used because they're cheap airlines. Oh, you're doing it for fun? Yeah, it would be a lot of traveling. You'd have to, you'd have a small family life then. Wouldn't be that fun. If you had to settle down, you know, you had a nice wife, you got some kids, and then you all of a sudden become an airline pilot, ooh, that'd be rough. Pay cut, yeah. Oh. I know those airline pilots, they get paid. Don't worry about that. 45 minutes till arrival, according to my smart cars. Yeah, the FMS stuff. So here's the thing. It all depends on which aircraft you want to start in. If you want to start in the Zibo 737-800, like I did, it's a free aircraft, made by a guy named Zibo. It is based off the 737-800, as you can tell by the name. But it's basically, it's like payware. It's the entire 737-800. Every button, almost every single button in the airplane works. It is awesome. He updates it almost every day as well. If it's a minor bug fix or he added like a new sound or something, or a switch does something differently, it is, I don't know if it's considered like study-based material where it would, what you could do in there would work in an actual Boeing 737, but that's where I started. And yeah, Zibo is amazing. This aircraft that I'm using right now, A320, is like 80 bucks. Good luck with that. But anyways, they are completely different FMS systems. Learning this thing was definitely a lot tougher than learning the Zibo 737, just because of the learning curve. You go from learning the Boeing to an Airbus FMS system, and it's completely different. Yes, I'm aware I just said flight management system. Anyways, the this is called the MCDU, and the Boeing uses the FMC. But here's what happens. You'll usually have this init button somewhere over here on the Boeing, and you'll put in your starting airport on the left, your arriving airport on the right. You're gonna put in, I think you put in your cost index over here as well. I don't think you put your cruising altitude. You put your cruising altitude over here on the right, and you also put in your co-route or whatever, and your flight number. That's all the same. What you don't do is you don't have all these other buttons down here, like you don't have your bottom, you don't have your left on the, you don't have your right on the bottom, left on the top, up, down, and all that stuff. You usually click a button over here at the bottom right, and it'll take you to the next page. You click that, and you put in some other stuff, some minor stuff. You don't have to do all this IRS in wind and your weight. You don't have to do any of that. This is just the MCDU on the Airbus is a lot more complex and a lot more autopilot oriented. You don't have to do as much in here once you put it all in. Something they both have in common is the flight plan button, which you go in here, and the MCDU in the Airbus is completely different than the Boeing. Boeing is so much easier. I think you click on one of these buttons on the Boeing and you put in what runway you're departing from. I think it's actually on this page. Yeah, this page where you put in what airport you're coming from. You also put in the runway you're taking. $12:30 at night, and I just heard a giant thump in someone running down the stairs. Okay. You also, in the Boeing, have to put in your manual IRS position, which will turn on your radar and everything and position you. You'll have to click on like this button, the top left button. It's completely different. You don't focus on what this is on the Airbus, but when you click this button, I think it's the top left button on the Boeing, it'll pop up with a screen, and you click IRS in it on the right, or position in it. I think it's position in it. And then you put in your airport you're departing from. So for me it was KLGA, or KLGA. You put that in on the left, and then you put the gate. Then it will give you on the right side to the airport a little position, like a latitude longitude. You click it, and then you go down to the bottom where it says to input your current, and you click there, and it'll put it in. And then this stuff will come to life. That's how you get your positioning. On the Airbus, it does it automatically for you when you click the IRS in it button and put in your stuff here. And you just click a button, it does it for you. What else is there? Flight plan button. It'll automatically say what runway you're departing from because you put that in over here. So you go in here and you don't have to do what I have to do by clicking on the actual you don't have to actually click on this stuff. and put in your arrival and departing. Somewhere else. It's been like a month since I've been in the Boeing. Somewhere else. You have to put in your arriving. No, you don't. You don't put in your arriving runway. Or do you? Yeah, you do. You do. Oh my god, I'm screwing up. Somewhere you put in your arriving runway. Don't remember where. And I don't want to miss my top descent either, so I have to watch it here. Am I cruising altitude yet? No, not yet. Okay. But what you have to do in the Boeing, which is different from the Airbus, is you have to come down to your radios here, which the radios actually are a lot lower, and the speed brake's actually up here. So just imagine the radios here and the speed brake here with the flaps are reversed on the Boeing, which they are, but just imagine that for the Airbus. Over here, you would have your radios that you tune ATC on, and then below those radios, another stack of radios, which is for navigation. You would have to manually look up with a website called, let me see here, I have it bookmarked, apxp.info, and you'd have to put in your airport code. And using that airport code, it would say every runway and the localizer ILS glide slope frequency. You'd put that frequency into the standby on the navigation, and once you're like on your final approach, you'd click the transition button and make it active. Then in X-Plane, you can push the M button. I love this so much. You push the M button, it pulls up your map, and you can select any airport. Usually you look for your airport and your runway number when you're coming in on your ILS approach, and it will tell you if you're in the glide slope. It will show your plane coming in, and if you're in the glide slope, you can click, here's what you need to do in the Zebo. You make sure you turn on your localizer intercept button over here. Once that's on and you are intercepting the localizer, your aircraft will automatically position yourself and turn towards the runway. Now, once you're in this glide slope, you can click the approach button. If you do it before that, it won't do anything at all, and you need to be in the localizer button. So make sure you're in the localizer. Then once you're in the glide slope, you push the approach button, and you know it'll work instantly when you hear your pitch, or your what is it called? I can't remember what it's called right now. When you hear your whatever, this spinny wheel down here, trim. Thank you. Yeah, good. When you hear your trim go nuts, which you're always going to hear on the Zebo because the autopilot loves spinning that thing. When you hear your trim go nuts, and you'll know it took it. But what you'll know most importantly is when you click that approach button, and it either lights up for a split second and then turns off, or it doesn't do anything at all. Just make sure you clicked it, because as long as there's not a light and you hear your trim going, it means it accepted it. And then you look at your glide slope and you'll notice your plane is coming in perfectly down that glide slope on its own. Make sure you put your gear down, make sure you're full flaps, and then once you're 500 above, disable the autopilot. I like to leave my auto throttle on, at least for the Airbus, because for the Airbus, your auto throttle is actually a little section on this quadrant. You move your thrust levers up to climb, and that's your auto throttle. So when I'm above the threshold of the runway, I just cut off the thrust on my flight stick, and it shuts it off. The Boeing's separate. You need to have I have to have my hand on the flight stick. I have to have my other hand on the thrust levers. And at the same time, somehow, I have to be able to come over here with my mouse and shut off the auto throttle, which is a lever. So yeah, it's a handful, but I like to leave my auto throttle on when I land, just so I make sure I'm not stalling out the last 500 feet. No matter what happens, the second you get over the threshold of the runway, cut off the auto throttle. You don't necessarily need to cut off all your thrust there, just a bit. Then once you're about 50, make sure you take off all your thrust, Once it calls out 20 on your GPWS callouts, once you're at 20, start the flare. Flare up about 10 to 15 degrees, and then you'll touch down nice and smooth. And then you just drop the nose ever so slightly, and there you go. You made your landing. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. The more familiar you get with these ILS approaches, the more you'll realize you'll love the technology. Because if I had to use PAPI lights and a visual approach for every landing, I would be probably killing all my passengers 50% of the time with these landings. ILS is such an amazing piece of technology. It literally lands the aircraft for you up until about 500 feet. Then you need to take over or it'll probably smash you down. But yeah, it's just, you gotta learn how to use the technology though. You know, the difference between using the localizer and the approach buttons on the aircraft, because that is a difference on the Airbus, is that when we intercept the localizer, we need to make sure we push this button, and we intercept the localizer. Then once we're on approach, we click the approach button and have to engage second autopilot as well. So it's a lot to learn. It's a handful, but definitely a difference between the MCDU and the Airbus and the FMC and the Boeing. But once you watch a couple of those tutorials on YouTube and have a few people explain how to crappily explain how to do it, yeah, you should be flying in no time. It's definitely an experience to learn. As long as you have the motivation to do it, you can do it. Yeah, I figure, because I'm over here, and you also have a co-pilot, unless you're flying alone in a Cessna. But you know what I mean. If you're like in a Boeing or an Airbus, you're always gonna have a person in that right-hand seat. Especially with it's just, even if you don't have a co-pilot, you're right, it's a lot easier, because I can keep one hand on my flight column, the other hand can be in the overhead panel. And then if I really needed to, I could just take my hands, like slap down, if I was in the Boeing, I could just slap off the auto throttle and pull the levers back with my right hand. And since there's a yoke, and it's not just left hand or right hand like it is in the Airbus, I could do like I could shut off the auto throttle while keeping my left hand on the yoke, and then pull the thrust back. You can't do that with a flight stick that's right hand only. Thrust levers are on the bottom, and then you have to use your mouse, which is also right hand only, and shut off the auto throttle. It's just so much more that you have to do. On top of that, I can't feel my aircraft like you say. It is a lot easier. You can feel the airplane. If I feel that I'm too low, I can do that in real life. I can't feel if I'm too low unless I'm looking at my PAPI lights in the simulator. It's just, yeah, you can feel the G-force and all that. You can also feel if you're about to stall. That's something you can't do in a simulator. Alright, it was nice talking to you too, J-Dog. I try to stream every night now that it's summer. I know I streamed yesterday and 2 days before that. But yeah, I'm going to try and stream every day. Thanks for checking in tonight. You have a good night, J-Dog. Turn on my air conditioner a bit. It's good. Hey, thanks for the follow. Yep, usually it's flight sim. Sometimes it's other stuff. But the last couple of months, it has been just flight sim. So sometimes it's other stuff too. We'll just see. But yeah, I try to stream flight sim as often as possible. Yep, you have a good night. Let's see, we are 33 minutes until arrival. It's always nice to have conversations with my viewers. If you guys have any questions about the flight simulator, I am open for conversation. I love talking about this kind of stuff. I wonder if we have a in-flight meal service tonight. I doubt it. It's pretty late, unless someone wants some peanuts. Let's check out our browser here and put in our chart. And we wait. There we go. There we go. Uh-oh. Okay, good. For a second, I thought that put in and explain. That would have been an issue. Let me get my flight plan up here so I can put it in here. Everything's a lot slower tonight. I think it's because of all the software I have running. Definitely. We'll check back on that in a second. Alright, let's look here. Oh no. Nope. I forgot to go back out, and then I hope I didn't just do anything to X-Plane by typing a capital DAL. I don't think that'll do anything, but we'll check in a second. Okay. Oh, that freaked me out for a second. Said I was all the way up here. Whoo! Oh, man. Come on, drag it down a little bit. Come on. It's just being slow. There we go. Oh no! Did we miss our top of descent? Well, we hit our cruising altitude about 11 minutes ago. think we missed our top descent. Maybe. When's our No, we didn't miss it. Okay. Made me worry for a second. Let's check the altimeter for our arrival. Actually, how much time do we have left till we're arriving? 28 minutes. Yeah, we'll set our approach now. There we are. Refresh on. Altimeter is 2986. Okay, I screwed that up. Seven. Why did I say 6? Wind is 6 at 260. Decision height. Is that 200 like normal? Let's check it. No, no, no. $23 left. What? Decision height, refer to minimums. Thanks, that doesn't help. Wow, when I thought someone was falling down the stairs earlier, that was not someone falling down the stairs. That is thunder. Oh my gosh. That was, wow, it's like, jeez. It's like someone's crashing down on top of the house. Hope I don't lose power. Oh my gosh, that was loud. I hope it's raining out or not. Oh jeez. I'll put 514 and hope I'm right. Nope, 514. I'm gonna check the radar for my area. Oh, actually, wait. Oh no, I just minimized FATSPY. Oh, time to close it with Task Manager. There we go, end task. Alright, that's fine. Let's start you back up again. There we go. Not a lot of flights out tonight. Oh, never mind. Yeah, there are. They're just all over by Washington. Is there an event going on up there? There are a ton of flights in Washington tonight. Alright, now I'm going to check the radar for my area. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. Well, if I have a tornado crashing down on my house later tonight, that'll be a bummer for the rest of the stream, won't it? That'll stop all future streams. Because I have one hell of a storm coming in. And this ain't gonna be pretty. Because what we're getting is just the tip of the iceberg. As of right now, it's all over the northern side of Illinois and Indiana. And it's taken up the entire thing. If we get any reports of tornadoes going through Chicago, those are the ones that are going to be hitting my place later. So, because Chicago's in the midst of it right now. Kansas is getting hit. What storm's getting there, huh? Oh. Same line of storms. But that's a southern section that probably won't hit us. Hopefully. Flight level of 1. No, 0-1. Don't hear anything now. How much longer we have to go? 22 minutes apparently. Ah. There it is. More thunder. not much to do. Oh, now it's not telling me it's too steep. That's good. Makes me feel better. Wow, loud. Jeez. It's just starting to hit us too. This is just a random line that branched out from the storm and started touching our city. This is not even what we're gonna be getting. What we're getting is probably gonna hit tomorrow morning. And it's gonna last probably all day given the size of it. That is if it doesn't dissipate, which some storms tend to do overnight or during the morning because weather conditions change a lot throughout the day and throughout the night. So anything's possible, but this storm is pretty dang big just to vanish. So one way or another it's gonna hit us. There's no avoiding this thing. Let's just hope we get to the airport soon, because I'm sure we're all tired. We're just ready to set this bird down. It's about 1:04 a.m. And streaming for an hour and 44 minutes and 32 seconds. And our estimated time to arrival is 18 minutes according to my smart cars. I'm just going through Instagram, going through the memes. See, on descent, it's always up to me to make sure that we're maintaining FAA regulations, staying below 250, below 10,000. The aircraft really doesn't realize that until it's at 10,000, but as long as I maintain that, and then I'm on final approach and I set back to autopilot, it seems like it's it's doing. So, I mean, if we have to do that, then we do, but we'll get there. How long until our top descent? So as long as it's 22 minutes till arrival, it's still got a top descent soon. I don't know what that. I think that means 4 more minutes, maybe, till top descent. Man, streaming late really kills all motivation in you. I just want to lie. Most exciting parts of the journey is the takeoff and the landing. Time in between is just why do people make long journeys? I should stop like making these long flights. Just make a bunch of short flights. Someone made a water-cooled stick of RAM. That's cool. Never actually seen that before. I wish we'd get ATC on one of these flights, but I can't control what when they get on, when they get off, and the airports Delta wants me to fly to and what they don't. So they don't offer every airport on the list. I wanted to find one with a decent in-flight time that I could get marked on smart cars for, and then I wanted to find one that had ATC in the area, which this one did till they got off. I also find one with an easy route. I could do a hard route, but it would take 10 years in the MCDU on the Airbus, and knowing the Airbus and the MCDU and how it works with its waypoints, I don't really want to do that because it could get very tedious and very difficult if there's multiple waypoints with the same name and they're all over the United States. You gotta select the right one because there have been those times where I select the wrong one. I look at my flight plan and I start scrolling through it and I'm like, how do we end up all the way over there and then somehow we're intersecting our own plan like this and the airport's like right in the middle? And we're like, what? It's not a go-around pattern, or it'd show a circle after the runway and it'll take us into that intersection, but it didn't. It's like, oh, the dot's here, but we're actually going around it, and then we're intersecting the plan we just made. And then we're going to take you all the way to Washington, D.C. while we're at it. Some flights I actually do prefer ATC on an arrival. Not many times I prefer them on a departure. They always make you hold at a certain altitude, and then they clear you for your stuff, and they give you a vector too. Ugh. I like the vectors for an ILS because it gives you a lot of breathing room. Unlike this, when an Airbus does it for you, and you have to intercept the ILS or else. And if you don't intercept at the right altitude, wait a minute. No, that was another flight. The last flight was fine. Last night's flight was perfectly fine with trusting the Airbus. Flight before, I think I had to, I told you guys about it. I had to level off at 2,500 feet because it was still taking me in the glide slope, even though it wasn't taking me into the glide slope. And I found myself at like 1,500 feet. And I set the cruising altitude to 2,500, so I knew it couldn't go any lower. But it was actually at 1,500 feet, and the airport was still 40 nautical miles in front of me. But yeah, this one is like, let me pull it up here. Decelerate, eh? I'll do that in a second, alright? Give me some time. Yeah. Here's what it's doing. Okay, this is one of our waypoints, and I'm glad we're not going there. It's circling us, taking us here. We're going to intercept the glide slope between these 2 points on this curve, and then it's going to take us in. If not, it's going to try and take me from here to Brant. I think. Almost positive. I was only a decelerate, huh? I'm doing fine. I mean, if it wants, fine, it'll get to what it wants, alright. What the? There we go. Where's my top of the sun? Uh-oh. How close are we to the airport? 12 minutes. And we're at 38,000 feet? Uh-oh. Did we miss? There's no way we missed our top of descent. Oh my god, we missed our top of descent. Oh shit. Oh shit. Damn it. Oh, oh no. No. God, how did we miss it? Oh yeah, the autopilot wasn't turned on. Why not? Shit. Oh my god, we need to send fast. Oh Lord. We'll deal with our excess speed later, okay? As for right now, we need to get down. Okay, now I'm really getting on edge about our excess speed. It's still accelerating. It's gonna be one hell of a landing. Holy shit, we're way too fast. How are we gonna get below 250 at 10,000? Oh my gosh, we're gonna be overspeeding and breaking so many FAA regulations. It is still taking me. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's taking us even lower. Oh, we're gonna be overspeeding pretty soon here. Okay. Okay. Alright, hey buddy. Don't mean to alarm you, but you can't do this. Negative 6,000. Oh my gosh. Go down, decrease speed. No, no, no. I'm controlling speed now, okay? No, no, get. Oh gosh. My speed. You get down. Great, that too steep path is back. How close are we to the runway? Good, it's not on the list yet. Where is it? I can't see it yet. Where are we? That's by, or pretty close. Oh yeah. What's our altitude supposed to be at that thing? Oh no. 12,000. Okay, let's go down a bit faster, yeah? Think you can handle that? No, not 340. Jesus Christ. Alright, I'm doing alright. Back on track. Gained decreased a lot of altitude. We're finally doing good again. Hmm, 7 minutes to arrival. We'll see about that one. We're 70 nautical miles away from the airport. Definitely closing in on it now. Oh, we get some clouds there? I think so. Yeah. Cloudy is it over here? Let's check out these clouds from a passenger view. I like the descent view, yeah. It's nice. Gives off a nice touch. Oh, I see the airport. Not, well, actually. No, that can't be it. Maybe. Maybe it is. I don't know. All I know is that I'm gonna be coming around. And yeah. Alright, below 10,000. So now we can turn this stuff on. Let's see what our autopilot wants to do with our speed, yeah? Oh, good. It wants to stay within this general area. Oh no, that wasn't the airport. We're actually going to be flying over the airport pretty soon. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put our altimeter. Oh gosh, gotta get it again. 2987. I think that's changed. No, it hasn't. But no, it's good. It's alright. Okay, we almost just had a freeze there. Let's go ahead and put the notch flaps down. easy there. Hey, there's our airport actually. Where's our runway? Still on the right. I can see it there. What? Ow! Alright. Christ. No, 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 no. You don't go back up. I don't want you back up. Because then you'll just make BP go off again. Ugh. Okay. From now on, you're suspended, alright? I want you at 210, and that's final. Turn you back on later. Nah. 2-3 left. Skipped frames and not even doing anything that important, but alright. Coming in for approach. Let's see what Spia wants me at, huh? That's what I thought. No! Ugh. Idiots. Localizer. And another notch of flaps. Okay, let's lower that speed. Oh. Ah. Intercept the localizer already. My ears are bleeding. Oh, there it is. Intercepted. Did you get it? Nope. What was that? Still having me descend. What the hell? I'm aware. Oh, it's gonna keep me there until. Fantastic. Alright, pal, I'm ready to intercept this localizer anytime you're ready. Nope, you're not going to intercept it, aren't you? Then I need you to start descending. Go on. Intercept. Intercept. Gonna intercept the localizer anytime soon, Dumbo. There you go. Ah, shoot. Now I'm yelling at my autopilot.
Flaps.
I gotcha.
Hundred above. Minimum 500.
Continue.
400. 300.
My aircraft, by the way.
200.
Didn't say that at the time.
100.
Oh.
50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 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 Fine.
Floating. Hey, look at that! Reversers. What? Brakes hot. I didn't even use them. Use my reversers. Jeez. Alright. Where am I? Am I supposed to turn off to the left or the right? To the right, but not for a while. What's my airplane doing? Did I burst a tire or something? Great landing. Floated it a little bit, but that was fine. Definitely a lot better than the other VATSIM videos I've seen on YouTube. Alright, I'm going to assume we're going to take Kilo over to Juliet to take Juliet to the RAM. Alright, I need to do a couple things real quick on the taxi. the gates. Here, I'll just take this one right here. Okay, never mind. I'm very confused now how these are organized. Because I don't see the thing in front of them. Oh! What? Why is it all the way over there? That is strange. Okay. Let me get over there then. Oh, because the taxiway led in over here. Gotcha. So I should have followed this. Can't see anything either. Wait, no, there was a line right there. I was right. I just can't see. I'm gonna blind all the ground crew, but I cannot see. Oh my gosh, I passed it again. Come on, turn. Oh, this is the worst gate parking job I have ever done. Alright, let's shut everything down. We made it, yeah! Alright, let's watch our landing. We already shut our engines down like normal, but just back a tiny bit.
400.
Yep, silent as normal. And here are our air brakes.
300. 200.
Not
100.
center line.
50. 40.
Definitely
30.
not center line.
20.
Flare.
10.
Ooh, a little bit of a yeah. Ooh, and then well, it looked almost butter, but great. It's good. We activated our reversers, didn't hear them, but we did, and we know they worked. So, staying on center line was pretty rough, but
40.
come on, be closer.
500.
That's good enough. That's when I disabled autopilot. Alright, let's get one of the passenger
400.
views. Even though you can't see anything. I'll get the left window. Yeah. Actually, no, right, because the airport's off to our right.
300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
That was good. That was really good. I like that. That was really good, yeah. acceptable. Wait, what? Acceptable? It just said great. It said great when I first touched down. What do you mean acceptable? Now it's telling me it's acceptable? Get out of here. You already told me it was great. Shut up. Alright, we're gonna shut everything down for the night. Trying to insult me after I made a good landing. It told me so. Stupid. And everything is off for the night. APU, turn off. Come on. Come on. Come on. Shoot. You're supposed to be off. How are you still running? Oh. There we go. Now shut off. I cut your fuel. Turn off. And it lives. I turned it off. I know I did. Alright, well, thanks everyone that has checked in tonight. Thanks everyone that has stuck around, chatted with me. There you go. Jeez, it took you a while. Well, thanks everyone that's stopped in tonight, and I'll see you guys in the next stream, in the next YouTube video. This was the first stream on YouTube, and it'll probably be saved as one. This is one of my normal streams on Twitch, so you got a little daily dose of what it's like to stream from midnight to 1:45 to 2 a.m. So, I'll see you guys in the next stream. See ya.